Hey exiles, how we doing? It's Mr. A2G and we are back playing some more Saga of Survival. How we doing, guys? Okie dokie. So, what we got today is just a few things to go through. So by the time you're watching this, I would think and presume by now that update 1.11 should be available at our fingertips. So we're going to go over some of the release notes for that I happened to get prior to the update, just to give you guys a bit of information, and so long as you guys are informed and know exactly what's being updated. Now usually the guys at Plarium do the, Plarium would usually put up the update notes on their own via the Facebook page, but your boy here gets hooked up with some of the updates release notes just a little bit before before the actual update goes down. So with that in mind, we'll go through it. So update 1.1, guys. So basically what we've got here is we've got the new chat update. Okay, so though it's not huge in scale, this is is a much requested addition. From now on, players can switch between chat rooms. So I'm guessing we're going to get a little bit more functionality when it comes to the chat system. So when they say players can switch between chat rooms, I'm guessing we're going to be able to have the ability to go from obviously either one server to another, or I don't think it's going to be from clan to clan because that obviously doesn't make sense. But I'm thinking it's just going to be the standard chat room, so I'm guessing region specific probably. That's probably what I'm thinking. The next one here is new animations. Now, repairing weapons. Okay, so with that, we have, damage and armor breaking effects will receive a cool new animation. Also, some of the stones will receive new models. So looks like they're going to be updating and changing some of the, obviously the animations one, but some of the stones that they're saying, I'm guessing they've updated the look and how they sort of present themselves. Now what stones, I have no idea at this point in time, so we'll probably find out when the update drops. Probably a big one here, guys, would probably be the smoother gameplay that that's left in the notes here. So we're constantly working on improving the game, and this update is no exception. A number of connection issues and crashes should be fixed by now, hopefully. Can't tell you how many times that I've experienced the logout area or the login area error, or you know, the excuse me, the retry error code or whatever it is, that you just get logged out for whatever reason. I'm hoping that's going to be fixed completely. Probably the biggest one here is the fourth bullet point here is locations update. So before you get excited with it, hopefully this will help and appease most of you guys when we sort of talk about this one in particular. So this one here, we've added a couple of alternative ways to the large chests in the Chieftain Stronghold. So walls shouldn't be an issue now. So that's huge. So a lot of the times now, ever since they've rebalanced the update with the weapons and the breaking of the wall, especially with regards to the pickaxe, that was completely overpowered in my opinion. And look, some of you guys agree, some of you guys disagree. Everyone sort of landed, you know, between yes or no in this instance. What they've done now is that it looks like they've repathed where the chests are going to spawn from. So obviously when the update drops, I'm going to have a look at that myself, and we'll see exactly how it sort of looks moving forward. But they say walls shouldn't be an issue now. Now that's not to say are they going to change the huts or the bases themselves? Who knows? Are they going to leave them the same? Most likely. I'm probably thinking they're going to put them in locations where it's easy for accessibility for us, to a point where, you know, if we go through, say, the grotto, pop up on the other side, and we're going to have all the chests available. That's what I'm thinking personally, but again, when the update drops, we'll find out. And mainly now, for the most part, what they've done is the bug fixes as per usual. So they fixed the issue that allowed the longbow to shoot through the walls in the raiders' hut hideouts cave, in brackets. So okay, so there must have been a glitch there, so it looks like they fixed it. Peddler's wagon icon is fixed. Okay, the till field loot box is removed from all locations. So okay, I'm guessing we can't loot from the till field. You know, we can't get fresh herbs, we can't get, you know, rushes, we can't get turnips. So that's probably what I'm guessing here until we find out when the update drops. We probably will. Fix the issue preventing players from using the bed when everything but their health was full. Okay, and also fix the issue preventing resources gathering with the legendary axe and legendary pickaxe. Okay, so just so look, not a massive update at all by any sort of means or stretch. This is pretty much going to be one of those updates where they're just sort of incrementally fixing things, which definitely isn't a bad thing, guys. I think it's, you know, safe to say that we've been given a lot of updates, and with that, new content and features. So for that, you know, it's been good. Excuse me. So, you know, within saying that, I think, you know, from now we don't have to sort of, I mean, can't always expect really how many updates that we get, and there's got to be or has to be new features added into the game. So, you know, from time to time, these type of features get added in. So this is more of a, you know, like a bit of a cleanup for the game itself, making sure that the game's still running a lot better. Addressing any sort of issues that they can fix, you know, on the spot, or, you know, in the least amount of time. So things like that, that's probably what you're sort of looking at there. And for me, look, I think, you know, some of these updates are necessary, especially if they're the type of updates where they build a foundation for an up and coming update. You know, it's going to ensure that these things, these type of features or additions will run a lot better, a lot smoother. For me, I'm all for that style of update. But anyway, so basically from there, that's basically it to do with 1.11. But now I got given a few images just a couple of days ago from our boy Ranger Muir. Now these are regarding the factions. So if you guys haven't seen the previous video, I'll link it in the card section here throughout the video. If not, I may have already done so. But excuse me. With that, I'm going to flick up this one here, this little picture here, and this just gives us the 3 different factions that we have that's going to be implemented. Now, from what we've been told, it's going to be the update 1.12. Did reach out for clarification if 1.12 will be definitely releasing in Feb. At this point in time, haven't been given that that certainty yet. So just hold your horses on that, guys. So hopefully once I find out that info, I'll let you guys know in this video down in the comment section. But from there, basically we are going to have 3 representatives, 1 from each faction, that's going to come to our base by the sounds of things, or appear at some point during the game, and these will more or less be the faction that we're going to align with. I can also confirm as well that factions will not, and I will repeat that, will not have an impact on clans. This is separate. This is more of a different quest line compared to what the clan system will be. So we will have the ability to have more things to do in game as opposed to the usual grind and looting aspect. So with that out of the way, we'll get into each representative. So what we got here is the Fodder representative. So this guy looks badass from the get-go. So this guy looks really amazing. Attention to detail, his armor, the shield, and obviously the sword on the side of his belt there on his body. It looks really amazing. He looks like he's ready to go for any sort of you know, battle or whatever it may be. I love the shield. The shield looks amazing. Look, to be honest, I don't know which faction I'm going to align with yet. If it means that we might get one of their main items if we complete the mission or the quest line or the storyline, I might just consider going with the fighter straight up right off the bat just to get that shield if I can use it. I just think it looks amazing. But yeah, we don't know too much about these representatives. All that we do know is that they're going to get in contact with us for quests and other things in between regarding the faction line in this respect. The next one will be the scammer. Now this will be the female representative. This is the only female representative. So what we can see from her is that she's got the least amount of armor by the looks of things, but also she's got dual wielding swords, daggers, whatever you want to call them. They look pretty good. They look pretty sharp, on point. And you can see on the side of her body there that she's got a bit of rope, so that might be some sort of lasso or whatever it may be. But look, she looks pretty cool. I like her outfit. I'm not too sure what the male equivalent would look like. I'm sort of hoping, in a sense, while I'm sort of on this subject at the minute, will there be any sort of specialized questline outfits, so armor and things like that? If we assign to a questline, will we have the ability to obtain our respective factions outfit? That, I reckon that would be pretty cool. So devs, if you're watching, please take that as a suggestion. If we assign to a questline, we should have the ability, or could we have the ability to obtain our representatives armor in terms of how they look and present themselves. Why not allow us to get the same type of outfit? That's, for me, I reckon that'd be pretty neat. Obviously along with their weapons as well, so depending on what obviously which faction that you guys align with, be relevant to your representative there. And then finally, what we've got here is the charmer. So he looks more of a mage style of a representative in this respect. So it looks like he's got himself either, it looks like a spear or a staff or a combination of both by the looks of things. So you can see the jewel crystal up top. Looks like surrounding that looks like a blade of some description. So that's what I'm sort of looking at. Looks like a spear. A pitchfork maybe, possibly, but possibly a magician's staff as well. You can see a couple other little details here as well. So it looks like he's got one of the weapons books there. It looks like it could be like a weapons repair book, magic repair book. I mean, being that it's red, looks like it's a weapons repair book. That's in my opinion there. And obviously he he's got that sort of alchemy look as well. It looks like he's got some sort of energy coming out of his hands, so it looks like he's able to cast spells and things like that. Getting an outfit like this would probably be my second choice if I had to go. If I knew if I can get the fighter's shield, I'd probably go with the charmer. At this point, and I did feature this in my previous video about these guys when we sort of first looked at them. The faction line itself. We don't know exactly their full extent of the faction line in each 3 factions. So right now we are running with limited information. And this is where I throw it to you guys. What do you guys think? How do these factions look to you? The representatives now there's a little bit of face to value in that respect. Now that we've got some more illustrative information that we can look at, does this sort of lead into one area or not? To me personally, I think, look, at this point, it's very hard to gauge and judge at this point. So I'm hoping the faction quest line is completely different to, say, that of the clan system. To a point where it sort of leads to something a little bit more involved. And they did say something about the storyline as well, from what Ranger Mule was saying. So I'm hoping it sort of follows in that sort of lineage, and it sort of gives us a little bit more of a context, regarding the storyline from when we initially started the game to where we are now. Will it sort of give us a different thing to sort of work towards? From the start of the game, you get exiled away from your, from the kingdom, and you find one of these three representatives, from a faction that's outside of that said kingdom there. So, does it open up to, a different realm of things? Whether it be a different type of kingdom, or as I said, like I don't want to use the word as a repetitive notion, but when you got factions, you got different areas. Do we will it ever spawn into a point where we have a faction zone, a faction style base, where eventually do we get the ability to meet other people in the same faction as sort of like a PvP kind of thing, or will it be like a specific zone that we can go trade items, gain new items or new abilities and things like that. I'm just speculating here at the moment, guys, and I'm just sort of throwing that out there to you guys, and I want to know what you guys think about that as well. So let me know in the comments. I really want to hear what you guys think. Let me know what you think about the whole thing, guys. For me, I'm excited for the factions. I hope it just brings a different dynamic and a different dimension to the game as it is. Brings a bit of diversity as well from what we've got at the minute to to what we can potentially have in in the near future. Overall, I just want the experience to be a lot more immersive. We don't want to obviously be stuck to do the same things all the time. We've sort of broken up the with the whole clan mission kind of thing. Gives us something to work with, strategize your what you need for the next mission run, all that sort of stuff. And if you guys are watching still at this point in time, just to let you know, I have 7 new openings for my clan. So I went through a period of a full 3 mission, waited it out, saw in my clan who was active, who wasn't active, and made the call there to remove players that weren't active or did not at all participate in any of the last 3 clan missions. So with that in mind, I've got 7 new spots available for anyone that wants to join. Level 30 minimum requirement. But guys, the biggest thing is I want you guys to be active and committed to clan missions. Now, most of the guys that have stuck around that I haven't removed, these guys are really active in game. So what I want from you guys who want to join up with Dark Legion, and that's the name that you're looking for, so capital D, capital L, space in between. Check it out, apply, and we'll get you in and we'll see how you guys go. So I'm actively looking at you guys, especially the new guys that will be coming in. And the only reason being, guys, is I really want activeness with my clan. And the fact that we have these type of missions, I want to make sure that everyone is benefiting from the reward system, because you're essentially playing the game as you normally would in most of the ways and respects. So more or less to a point, like you're playing the game as per normal, but you sort of change things a little bit around just to adjust for and accommodate for the said clan mission. So excuse me, if you guys want to join up, fantastic, go ahead, join up, apply, and I'll let you guys in. First 7 obviously will be the people to go that I'll be accepting. If you want to drop your gamer tags in the comment section down below so I sort of know who you guys are, let me know. If you want to add any sort of description, let me know how you guys are as a player in game. Again, that'd be great, let me know. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it here today. Thanks for all for watching as per usual, and if you guys are new, definitely drop down a like, comment, let me know what you think of the videos here. Most importantly, if you love the videos, if you like the other videos that I've got with Saga of Survival, definitely hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, guys. You want to stay up to date and notified with this game at all times, and I'm one of those guys that really want to keep this game up to date in that limelight as well. Anyway guys, we'll leave it here today. Take it easy and I'll catch you next time.